Alright, so I'm gonna be all over the place in this video, so you guys stay with me. I'm gonna connect it, but God's divine plan is defined as creation, redemption, and eternal life. Well, all of us playing various roles towards that. And then I'm gonna bring it back to something Paul said, or bring it forward to something Paul said, which is it's better to marry than to burn with lust. He wishes we could all be like him. And the only reason he said that is because you can fully devote yourself to God's plan if you want to be like him, but that's not what everybody's calling this for. So some people are doing other stuff. And then this is the one I want to bring it to, which was the overarching power during most of the Bible times was the Egyptians. And the Egyptians royal guard in particular, who I want to bring it to, how Paul said, for example, it's better to married than to burn with lust, but he wishes we could all be like him so we could serve God's divine plan. The Egyptians was the ruling empire of that time, and their royal guard consisted of mainly eunuchs. Eunuchs were people who I don't want to talk about. They were mainly castrated, but eunuchs gave up sexual relations in order to protect the pharaoh and his possessions. So in a sense, Paul was trying to create something like that. In a sense, like a royal priesthood. In a sense, almost. And the way I'm telling you to do that, get there in a sense, is sexual discipline to almost an extreme point. To the point of either no sex till marriage or you forgo it. Personally, I was on the first one, and that's where I plan to stay. But and that's where everybody else should plan to stay. And you will see many changes if many more men follow this no sex till marriage plan. It's very easily possible, and it can easily be done. But I don't know. You gotta figure it out for yourself. It's everybody on their own journey. I'm not gonna get too deep, but in that part. But where am I going with this? I want to talk about how the Egyptians' royal guard was mainly consisted of eunuchs, and these are the Egyptians who ruled it all. Nobody else was. This is a heathenistic. Everybody was on some heathenistic to the point where you had to have Moses come out and say, "Don't commit adultery." Like we had to have so many Pharisees and commandments. That's how heathenistic the world was. That's how easy it was to rule the world. Is because of how deep entrenched in sin was and how disciplined Egypt was. So what I'm trying to tell you as a Christian, if you want to have some type of power in this world, you have to have sexual discipline. Many people are married because of lust. That's why Paul says it's better to marry than to burn with lust. But many people got married because of lust, and they marry lustfully. So that I feel like can keep you entrapped in sin forever. Personally, I feel like that's worse than never getting married. Is marrying because somebody you are lustfully attached to. So I'm gonna make this a 3 minute video. So it's gonna be a short, but in order to make it so powerful, you gotta be sexually disciplined. Eunuchs, Egyptians, royal guard, royal priesthood, like Paul, everybody was sexually disciplined. That's the only way. Take care and stay tuned.